Well everyone, welcome back to another Scrappin' Irish video. And what have I got this time for you? A printer. Yes, I know, printers. Who wants to scrap out printers? Well, the only reason I'm scrapping this one out is it's an older type printer for like a point of sale, so at a bar or a shop or somewhere like that, which would have been connected to the computer at one stage, and it would print off your little till receipts. And as you can see, the only reason I'm scrapping this out is because of the gold connectors here. Really, that's got my attention. I want to see what's inside and what type of board it is. So that's the only reason I'm going to scrap this one out. No other reason at all. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. So place that where you can actually see it a bit. I'll actually zoom out a small bit more. And there we go. So first thing I'm going to do is remove all those screws, so we can get a look at what's in here. This should be a fairly quick video, as long as the screws all come out fairly straightforward. It shouldn't take that long to strip this out, and we can have a quick look at the board, see was it worth the time. Going to be a lot of plastic. Maybe might get a little motor for the copper. Other than that, I don't think there's going to be much to it. Just one of them things. You get them, you strip them out, or you put them in the shred. I always strip them out. As Ewa's Mike could be saying, you're wasting your time, but everyone's time is of a different value to them. So we have the top off, so pretty basic boards looking. Underneath, little screws again, so we'll take off any screws we see. I can see a motor down below, so we do have a motor, so a little motor down here. And right, we have a lot of cables connecting underneath here, so again, try and remove them as best I can from underneath. We're getting there. Looking at the board, not a great board. Okay, so let's have a look at the board. What do we have? We have a few IC chips. That's about it. Crystal oscillators for the silver. An MLCC. So you can just flick that off the board, put it with your MLCCs. Other than that, a little switch here which should contain some silver. Let's see if we can just break that off or smash it off or something. It doesn't want to come off. We'll get it off at some stage. But so in there you can see the gold wires. Again, we got some screws here that I can take off just to take that cover off. We'll see what is underneath. As I say, sometimes it's worth taking stuff apart, other times it's not. So again, this will just be added to my boards that I already have, and at some stage we'll start working on them boards. Actually, won't even bother. It's not worth the time on the video for you to be watching me just screw them bits off. So nothing really major, just a few IC chips, not even a gold BGA anywhere to be seen. And on the back side, nothing. So what have we unknown here that I want to take? So might as well take off the motor. Got a little bit of brass. Sorry guys, can't see that. Got a little bit of brass. So if we just remove the motor, that can go into your copper bearing motors, or if you want to micro scrap it down, that's your choice. It may not be economical to scrap it down, but sometimes if it's just a hobby, it's more the fun than getting the actual value out of it. What are we there? So gold tipped connectors by the looks of it. So Don't know why that'd be on a motor. Why they'd have, let me get that to focus, why they'd have them gold connectors on a motor, I don't know. Got a nice little bit of brass there, so you can knock that off, take your brass. Inside you'll have your copper bearing motor. Does that disconnect from there? No, it doesn't. So that's what we have there. A little bit of plastic. Have we anything else of value? Don't really see anything else. Seems to be just all plastic then. We got a few little boards down here, but again, I don't think they're going to be of any great value, but we'll take it off while we have a quick look. A little bit of gold flashing, very little, but it's there. A little bit of gold flashing, LED, a little bit of gold flashing again, same opposite each other. Nothing else there. Let me come around the other side of the camera because it's awkward. We have a little screw here. And again, just an LED light, is it? No, it's not an LED light. Don't know what that little component is, so if anyone knows what that is. On the underside, nothing again of value for me. We have some wire going in under here, so might as well try and see what that's going to. So, because we're going to get the wire out anyhow for copper bearing wires or insulated copper wire. We might as well get it. Right, where to next? I suppose these screws here might be help us if we get them out. It seems to be operating a belt, so there may be something underneath there. To release something inside. I heard that falling, whatever that was holding on to. Okay, so let's just take them screws out. A few springs flew around the place, so nothing really. There's like a belt that obviously moves something back and forward. So let's have a look inside and see what it moved back and forward. Two cogs which obviously held the till roll. Can't really see anything else, so I'm just wondering where this wire is going to. It's going somewhere, but where is the question. So as you can see, it goes inside of here and it looks like it's going through there, but that's all there is. Wire connected to nothing. So they were just connected there, just looped through there. So we'll cut them free. Let me get my snips. So just cut that wire. Should pull through somewhere. No hidden screws. So there is hidden screws here and here. So let's check it out, guys. Maybe there's something else in there that we missed. Well, I missed, and it's a different screwdriver. So I'm going to pause that while I get the right screwdriver for that. Okay, so let's loosen them out. screw, some more screws. See, can we get that taken apart from each other? No, still something holding it. This may be a job for a hammer. I hate when I can't figure why it's not being released. So we've taken out 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. It should just pop out. There we go. So again, wire just came down to here to activate these rollers. So let me see if I can release that. And I'm just going to cut it off the roller, it's easier. And again, just some wire here. So just some basic insulated wire. Nothing in under there that I'll be taking off anyhow. Again, we have another bit of a board, which if I see it, I might as well remove it. So it's just a switch. Let me cut them off. So we have just a little switch which should contain a little bit of silver. So I'll pull off that silver, I'll pull off that switch, put it in with all the other switches I have, and eventually I shall remove the silver from it. So guys, that seems to be it for this video. What did we end up with? Well, we ended up with plastic, of course, some wire that doesn't want to remove, so we'll cover that, some wire, more plastic, which will go in my recycling bin, more plastic, ooh, a little switch, a little copper bearing motor. I think I seen Dan from K&D Scrapping taking one of them apart at some stage to show the amount of copper that come out. It's quite heavy, so I might do that in a video at some stage, take one of them apart just to see how much copper is actually inside one of them copper bearing motors. Dan, I'm almost sure it was Dan from K&D Scrapping that done it. And the main board is here. So again, fairly low grade, couple of ICs, mid-grade I'd call that, mid-grade board, a little bit of gold flashing down here. You can see there little 3 dots of gold flashing, a few other little dots of gold flashing here and there, an MLCC, a few smaller MLCCs, got a crystal oscillator, and the gold pins in here that I will remove when I'm taking these boards apart. So that'll go in my bin. I have a big large bin full of boards that will be dealt with eventually, so you should see that coming at some stage in the video. So guys, as always, thanks for taking the time to watch. I have to clear this mess away, and till the next video, keep safe, keep on looking for that gold, and why not give it a thumbs up. See you on the next one, guys. Don't forget to check out the lives.